Hey there, guys. I'm back. It's Henrik, and today I'm going to present the first part of the Grow With Me video series, which are about to help us align with our presence, to experience more energy, more joy, more fulfillment, and peacefulness in our lives. So today's topic is going to be fear, and especially identifying fear, because this is going to be a 3-part video series about fear. And let's dive into it. So why is it that I believe fear is one of the most important topics to discuss on this journey? Well, firstly, I'm convinced that all of our fears lead to suffering, and that all suffering is caused by fear. So whether we worry about what we're gonna put on, what clothes we're gonna put on, or whether we're gonna be on time, or whether our project's going to be a success, all of our worries, doubts, and discomfort are a result of us fearing a potential outcome in the future. So we fear maybe not being accepted like we are. We fear being rejected. We fear maybe being a failure, whatever. We all have our individual fears, which cripple us and prevent us from living the life we want to live and experience the happiness and joy we actually deserve to feel. Secondly, and this goes hand in hand with the first one, is that fear is the opportunity to grow and heal. So while fear is the cause of all suffering, it's also the opportunity to grow and heal into our natural state of fearlessness. And why I say this is because as babies or small children, when we come onto this planet, we are not experiencing fear. We have instinctive patterns, but we're not scared of the things that we as adults or young teenagers or whatever are afraid of. So to demonstrate this, I want to bring forth a personal example. So when I was 2 or 3 years old, my parents and I were on a party for my uncle in Sweden, and my uncle has a huge German boxer dog. I can't even picture it, it's too small. A huge German boxer dog. And as a child, I was not at all scared about it. My parents tell me now because I can't remember, but they told me that I walked up to the dog, looked at it, played with it, and suddenly I took my fist and put it into the mouth of the boxer dog, like elbow deep. And the boxer was just like spitting it out, not doing anything, but it just demonstrated this dog was bigger than me, taller than me, and looks from a perspective now quite terrifying or dangerous, at least from my perspective, because now, and that's the funny thing, I'm scared of dogs. Not crippling bad, but it prevents me from interacting with dogs the way I want to and connecting with them. So my girlfriend has a tiny little dog, and I'm even scared to really pick it up because it sometimes, reacts in ways that I cannot expect. And I've been programmed with the belief that dogs and generally animals are unpredictable, so better be careful. And that belief has been showing up in my life over and over again. So now I'm scared of dogs in a way that is preventing me from truly being free in my interactions with dogs. So I see this as an opportunity to overcome that fear, letting go of it, and turning back to that childlike, fearless state of playfulness, of joy, of bliss, and of presence in the moment. So, the first thing that we're gonna do in the in this video series is we're going to become aware of what we're scared of. What is our deepest fear? And to do that, I would like you to close your eyes and picture a situation where you experience fear. It could be talking in front of a lot of people, standing on some sort of stage. It could be simply having an argument with a parent or with someone. It could be, in my case, seeing a dog in front of me, which I'm about to interact with. It could be imagining that your project fails. It could be fearing that someone will leave you. And I want you to tune into that feeling of fear and become aware of where in the body this fear shows up. Is it the chest, the throat, the belly, the solar plexus? Wherever it is, please go ahead and feel into it. And now I want you to ask yourself, what is it that I'm deeply scared about here? In my case, when I'm about to interact with a dog, I feel I'm scared about that it will do something unpredictable and maybe hurt me, bite me. So what is it that I'm scared about that? Why is it that I'm scared it's going to do something unpredictable? Yeah, I fear that it will inflict pain upon me. I will feel and experience pain as a result of it biting me. So I'm scared of physical pain. Take a moment for you as well to feel and ask yourself, why is it that I'm scared of that? What is it that I'm scared of? And now I feel as it's coming up that I'm not only scared of physical pain, I'm also scared of not being tough enough because I'm scared of physical pain. That's probably an even deeper fear of mine, more emotional. And yeah, feel into the fear. What is it? And once you have identified it, what I want you to do now is to take out pen and paper and to write down where in your life, in what situations in your life, this fear, in my case of physical pain, in your case, whatever, shows up. Where does it show up? In what situations? What people trigger it? When does it get triggered? And really become aware of how it shows up into your life and how it blocks you in basically all areas. Take your time, take at least a couple of minutes. You can pause the video here and then keep going, but this is important. Really become aware of how this fear shows up for you. All right. So now as you've written down where it comes up in your life and how that affects you, I want you to realize and to recognize that the world or the universe is showing you a direction how to become fearless again. That all these situations where you experience fear are there for a reason to show you the direction of, here, go and face this so we can go back into our natural state of fearlessness. These are all opportunities presented to you by the universe to letting go of that fear and facing it once and for all. Deeply take that in and see how this happens. In my case, I realize that I feel fear when I'm out by myself or with my girlfriend and I see tough-looking guys who I fear will physically threaten me. Or I feel scared about doing adventurous things such as playing paintball which I'd love to do, but I'm scared of the pain that comes with it. And at the same time, I'm scared of being a pussy or a fag that's not doing the things that are cool or tough. And I see how sentences from my parents or my friends or my girlfriend that are not intended to hurt me, but they trigger me in that direction. And that is a sign that this fear is meant to be overcome. I'm called to overcome it. And so I am convinced is it in your case. So please feel into how the universe tries to help you to overcome it, and be reminded that fear is the opportunity to grow and heal. It's not something bad. It's just pointing us in a certain direction. This is the first step. And what I'd like you and me to do right now before ending this video is to take a couple of deep breaths into that fear. And that is what I experienced in a coaching session yesterday with my mentor and coach, Jonathan. I talked about this fear and we were exploring what was I scared of, and then he guided me to take some deep breaths and feeling where the fear prevents the breath from going deeper. And at that point, we're just breathing into it. So I invite you now to sit upright, relax, breathe into your nose and deeply into your belly, and feel where there is resistance. Where is your physical body preventing you from breathing deeper? Breathe into that. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. And do not try to get rid of the fear by trying to push, but simply notice where there's resistance objectively. Be curious about where it is, and keep breathing into that. And with every exhale, let go of it. Sit like that for a couple of minutes at least, until you feel that you've completed that fear for right now, and move on with your day. And what I want you to recognize for the next week is where and when that fear shows up. I don't expect you, or nobody expects me, to now go out there and buy a dog in my case and become a best friend with a dog, or do something radical, or having overcome it right now. It's just about becoming aware of how and when it shows up, and how it's the opportunity to grow. And that awareness alone will help us let go of that grip the fear has on us, which prevents us from feeling energy and excitement and joy. So take those deep breaths right now and go about your day with a smile. Much love to you. See you next week. Feel free to subscribe and connect with me over email or Facebook, and I'd love to talk to you. See you next week.